And good afternoon and welcome to O'Connor Oval. This afternoon it's the local derby. It's the two Belconnen sides, West Belconnen Warriors playing the Belconnen Sharks. And West Belconnen Warriors, the first to run onto the ground in the dark blue strip. And quite a reshuffle from the sides that were named, but we'll get through those as the game starts. So West Belconnen in terrific conditions. It's blue sky, not much breeze to speak of. And quite warm for an August afternoon, if you can find a bit of sunshine. So now the Belconnen Sharks, we await them to come onto the field. West Belconnen Warriors still a chance of the top four. They're in fifth position, but a win this afternoon is crucial. Belconnen Sharks would need to win their last remaining games. I think there's 3 to go, and hope results went their way to be a chance at fourth. Queanbeyan Kangaroos currently sit in fourth position. So West Belconnen fifth, and to keep their hopes alive, they need to win this afternoon. So there's a big chant coming up from Belconnen Sharks dressing room. So they're getting fully pumped up before they make their way onto the field. And now they make their way out, led out by Shadow McCaskill in the 13 jumper, wearing the football jumpers made famous by the Cronulla Sharks in the NRL, and the Belconnen United Sharks are now on the field. So we're pretty much in readiness for kick-off. And to take the kick will be Twinavua, Aroa Twinavua, in the number 4 jumper. So the Belconnen Sharks running from the southern end in these good conditions take the kick off, and West Belconnen take it about 12 metres out from their own line. I must admit we're broadcasting at ground level this afternoon, so it's going to be a little bit difficult picking up some of these players. West Belconnen in their second hit up will move it about 20 metres out. That was their front rower, Matt Scott. And this time it's Bailey Lockhead. They make some metres early on the attack, just normal stuff for your first set. It's just one out, driving it forward. Playing the ball was Peters. They continue towards halfway now, West Belconnen. They'll go for the kick here on the last. And it's a high punt from Roberts. It's nicely taken by Belconnen Sharks winger. Brings it back infield. And they'll start their set about 20 metres out. Now having a run is Tupou. Ball goes loose. West Belconnen have it. So they've got the first attacking shot in close range in this match. They'll work it away to the left, Middleton. And he'd be about 15, 20 metres out. Probably got a better view than I through the camera on just how far they are out. Matt Scott, keen for work early. They'll work it away this time towards the right and go to the back line. And trapped with the ball. It's the number 6. I don't know that I have him on my program, so we'll endeavour to get his name. He'll play it. He's not far out from the line. This is the last tackle. Swing it again to the right. The little grubber kick from the 6, and it will be too deep. Or will it? It's tapped back infield. It stays alive, and the Belconnen Sharks are forced to tidy it up. So this will be a line drop out from the Belconnen Sharks. Not sure why I don't have number 6 listed here for West Belconnen. Looks a lively type. So Belconnen Sharks, a line drop out early in this match, so they've been under pressure for a couple of sets. They need a big drop out here. If there is a breeze, it's a light breeze, and it's behind West Belconnen Warriors, charging it up Lockhead. And Bailey Lockhead meets the defence about 36 metres out from Belconnen Sharks line. They run away through Joe Roberts, the dummy half. He was looking to link up, but he'll take the tackle. So they've got the early pressure on the West Belconnen Warriors. They'll come away to Matt Scott. And Scott hits it up hard towards the line, only metres away. Played back for Roberts. He'll go to the open side through the 6, the 5-8. Links up with Bobby Roberts. And Roberts is in front of the post now, 10 out. So the Sharks holding up in defence for the time being. McQueen has a crack at them. And this will be the last tackle. So their third set in a row on this line, and they just can't crack it as yet. They'll come away for Roberts to kick across field. It's a good kick too. Puts pressure there, but the winger who went up high for West Belconnen got a hand to it and has knocked it forward, which means that the Belconnen United Sharks have survived all that and will come back out. I think it was Lockie Keeley got that hand to it. So good effort from the Sharks to keep their line intact under a fair bit of pressure early in this match. Work it away. That's Nanagatai. Now they've been starved of the ball early, Belconnen Sharks, but they've made metres to get over halfway in one of their rare sets. Go up the centre through Woolno. Good solid run. Across the field they go, and Buttress linked up with one of his outside men. Goes across to Buttress again. He tries a chip kick over the top, and the Sharks did look to get a hand to it, but it's tidied up by McQueen. But it was knocked on by the Sharks, so the referee has ruled it that way. No advantage to West Belconnen. And he's asked for a scrum to pack about 10 metres out from West Belconnen's line. And of course, West Belconnen will get the feed. So we've had 5 minutes of play. Yet to see points. Good effort early from the Belconnen United Sharks to keep their line intact under heavy fire. So West Belconnen will feed this scrum 10 metres out from their own line. Ball goes in. And West Belconnen, they come away with it through Vaughan. Now they'll just probe it up the centre. Look for some metres early. Keeley was in there to have a run off his wing. Now the forwards will come into the fray from West Belconnen. They've pushed it out about 20 metres. Little run from dummy half goes Roberts, and it was a good metre gain. He's taken play 5 short of halfway. The Sharks in that tackle, 3 of them in fact. Ball will come back for the 5-8 to kick. And it's scooped up by the fullback back there. I don't have a number 1, so we'll just work out who is actually playing fullback at this stage for the Sharks. They work it away. Matora towards halfway. And again the Sharks on their home ground in front of a good crowd here this afternoon in good conditions. The Sharks take it over halfway. And that was through McCaskill. And now they've found a gap. Good run too by Woolno. Woolno takes it down about 15 metres out from West Belconnen's line. They'll switch it to the right. Buttress has to scramble to get that pass. He flicks a loose one away. And the Sharks have to scramble to tidy that one up. Now it comes to the last, and it's going to be the bomb. Goes across field, probably not deep enough. And the Sharks try and bat it back to keep it alive. So they're under pressure going nowhere at the moment. They'll swing it back for Buttress to have a second kick. But it's scooped up back there by Vaughan. And Vaughan tidies it up for West Belconnen Warriors and gets about 12, 13 metres out from his own line. So 0-0 the score. I mean, some good extra. Look at this tackle from the Sharks. And there was plenty of effort in there from Sam Matura, big man. And they're holding West Belconnen on their own line. Just getting to know these players, so without being able to visualise their numbers from the ground level running it out, I'll do my best for you. West Belconnen. Now they'll swing it to the right. They look for the kick through Bobby Roberts, but there was no opportunity, so they've made very little metres and they're down to the 5th tackle, so they'll need the big kick here. Player got in the way of the 5'8", number 6. And there's a knock-on from the fullback, and that's Butts. Matt Butts. He's put it down. So West Belconnen struggle to get out of their own end. And it was good defence from the Sharks, but now a mistake. We'll see a scrum pack near halfway, and West Belconnen will get the scrum feed, and they'll get good field position again. Probably looking up into the sun on that occasion, Matt Butts, and he just seemed to lose sight of it, and down it went. So West Belconnen the scrum feed, 45 metres out from the Sharks line. No scorers yet. 9 minutes of play has gone. Scrum feed from West Belconnen Warriors. They'll come away to the right. So they're going to set themselves up now to try and put something on. Roberts, and he fires it on then to Lockhead. Bailey Lockhead with a player up in the air over the top of him. He's going to have a run himself, Joe Roberts, from dummy half, and he smashed into the ground. They've edged themselves closer. They'll come back to the right. Goes through the big fellow Lockhead, and Bailey Lockhead. He's only metres from the line now. They've used up some tackles. I think that's the 4th. They'll switch play from the left back to the right to the 5'8". I'll endeavour to pick up his name as soon as I can. And he's brought down just metres short, but it is the last tackle. So again, the Sharks' defence is good. Here's a step off the left from Roberts, and then a kick across field. And it goes over the top of the winger out there, Bell, and straight into the winger's hands of West Belconnen for a try. So it took a while. It took about 10 minutes, and they've had a lot of attacking raids. But West Belconnen have posted the first points and go to a 4-0 lead. It was a good kick. Bobby Roberts, he stepped off the left, he went back in field, then he turned, and he shot that kick across, and it did get over the winger's head out there from the Sharks, and lobbed beautifully into the winger's hands for West Belconnen to score in the corner. So a 4-0 lead, and the kick to come. It's going to be Bobby Roberts to have the kick. Just a bit of a breeze starting to pick up and favouring West Belconnen in his first half. West Belconnen running 5th on the competition ladder and desperate for a win today to keep their chances of alive of a top 4 spot come finals time. Sharkies have got a long road there, a couple of points behind West Belconnen, so they'd probably need to win their 4 remaining matches and hope results go their way. Bobby Roberts from wide out. He strikes it okay. He's a bit of a stab kicker, but he's got that beautifully over the black dot. So a 6-0 lead to West Belconnen Warriors. So the Sharks, who've done most of the tackling in this opening 10 minutes and did well, were caught out on that occasion. Their defence up the middle's been tight. And they'll come back for the kickoff. So West Belconnen will take the ball back on their own line and again run it out. And there's a big, strong run. Came from Matt Scott. Good run. Gets his team a bit of momentum to start this set. So that's Shaw playing the ball. probe it down the blind side. Defence solid. In there, Finuti. Made back for Roberts. Looking for his men just to charge it up the centre, and West Belconnen now approach the halfway line. And that run was Lockhead. They'll keep pushing wide. Thomas is going to play it. 45 out. Last tackle, West Belconnen. Ball comes across to their 5'8", and he looks for touch, but he doesn't find it. It's nicely scooped up by Matora. Lottie Matora. And he took play about 15 short of halfway. So it is the Sharks. Down by 6-0 on the scoreboard and looking to force play towards the halfway. Buttress will take a man to the blind side. The big fellow, Sam Matora, has a good run. He's taken play over halfway. Buttress playing dummy half, keeps things rolling down that blind side, far side of the ground. Defence is solid. They drive him towards the sideline. And in fact, he's over the sideline, Isaac Bell. Wasn't much room to move down there. West Belconnen had the numbers to take on the assault, what Glenn Buttress was trying to set up. The former Canberra Raider in Glenn Buttress, playing in the 5'8" role. So this scrum has come in field, and it will be a West Belconnen Warriors feed. And this scrum is about 30 metres out from West Belconnen's line. West Belconnen come out with it through the 5'8". And he links up with his outside men. But that's good driving defence. Just keep pushing it up the blind, looking for some metres. Thomas with a run, and a handy run it was too. He's taken play 5 metres short of halfway. Roberts from dummy half. He goes for a scamper. The defence didn't move up. They stood flat, and he made big metres. He's about 44 metres out from the line. Now a run from dummy half from Bailey Lockhead is another good gain. So the Sharks just standing off in this set. They'll go across to the 5'8", holds it up, and he unloads it there to his 13. So I'm missing a few on this sheet. No 13, but they keep probing it. And now for the kick. It looks like it's going to be too deep. It's shielded over the dead ball line. So play will come back out to the 20-metre to restart. So that, in fact, in 13 is Mitch Shaw. Change your position there. He was named earlier in the week at fullback. And a little knock on. Has cost Belconnen Sharks. 40 metres out, West Belconnen will get the feed. I think that was Dave Williams. So West Belconnen, a wonderful opportunity now. 40 metres out with this scrum feed. They lead 6-0 after 16 minutes of play here at the Ovaling and O'Connor. They'll go to the far side. And they've got some room out wide too, but they're going to go into touch on the first plate. So they took their chances and it didn't pay off. And just running out of room was Trent Vaughan. He tried to flick the ball back inside, but it didn't work. So the Sharks, after that little mistake, and he had to survive the one tackle. And the scrum will pack about 15 metres out from their own line. 6-0. 17 minutes of play in this first half. Sunny conditions. The breeze has dropped off again. Was favouring West Belconnen slightly at the start of the match, but little to speak of now. There's a penalty to Belconnen Sharks, and that will help their cause. Glenn Buttress will kick for touch. He's going to go to the far side of the ground, although he was pretty much in the middle of the field, but he won't find touch. touched by West Belconnen, but it has gone over the sideline. So that means a scrum will pack. Sharkies will get the feed. So it won't make much difference. They'll get this ball 40 metres out from West Belconnen's line. They haven't had a great deal of field position to register an assault. Mainly been coming out of their own end. But this time they've got the ball in good territory. They need a good set off this. And their first run will take play 30 metres out from the West Belconnen line. Crossfield, Tuola. Tuola plays it back to Woolno. Flicked it across to McCaskill. They keep the ball moving out to the outside. That's Butts who ended up with it. Now Buttress will go down that blind side again. He links up with Matora. Sam Matora. They'll come back this way towards the goal post, and then Gatai has a run. He's only metres out now, Gatai. This is the last tackle. So the Sharks need a repeat set if they can't score here, and diving over the line is their 9, and I think he might have got there, Woolno. He's getting congratulated by his teammates. The referee says it's all good. And Woolno gets a try. So a little dart from dummy half. He virtually just had to dive over. And he caught the defence out there. He got down low and he drove hard and came up with the result. So we're back to a scoreline of 6 points to 4. I don't think there'll be too much problem with this conversion. About 3 metres to the left of the post. In these conditions, just letting a little bit of shadow onto the ground now from the grandstand behind me. So Tavita Aroha Twinavi, I hope I pronounced that right, for the young gentleman, is coming up to take the shot. The number 4 jumper. Called the Sharks early this season, and he was one of the standout players, Tavita, in that particular match. I think it was against Gungahlin, a big solid centre, and certainly plays the game tough. Now he has the ball placed. Taking his time to put his side back in a level position. Well, he was never going to miss that. Straight over the black dot. So we're 6 points apiece after 20 minutes. So West Belconnen Warriors were the first with their points to go to a 6-0 lead, and now the Sharks have come back. They haven't had much field position in the first 20 minutes to go on the attack, but they got field position that set, and they got the result they wanted. Kickoff goes to the far side of the ground, and the Sharks will bring it back in field. That's from Aroa Tuavai. Oh, and as he just lost control of the ball getting up. So a wonderful opportunity is presented for West Belconnen in front of the post, and probably 15 metres out. They are in the attacking position now. Scrum will pack. They come away to the right. Withers trying to link up with his outside men. And they go punching it up through Lockhead. Bailey Lockhead, who's had some strong runs in this opening 20 minutes. Just shy of the line where he's wrapped up. Roberts goes to the left. He brings it back to the right. Goes to the 5'8". He looked to pass, stepped off his right, and defence read it nicely. Put him down on the ground. Come away through Bobby Roberts. He threw the big dummy to the right. Defence was up to the occasion. Aroa Tuinavai Come back through Roberts. They'll work it out through Bobby Roberts. And to the far side of the ground, but Belconnen have lost the ball, and it is the Sharks who have come up with it. They'll work it out through Dave Williams. So the Sharks now, a bit of work to do, but they've survived after that mistake. They had the field position, West Belconnen, but again, Sharky's defence was good. This shaping up as a good match. Glenn Buttress with the ball. Come back across to his left. McCaskill links up with his outside men. That's Aroa Tunavai. In fact, it's Tupola who took that one. Ball will go back for Buttress to kick from near halfway. It's a deep kick. The far side of the ground, West Belconnen will pick it up. And they're going to start their set through Vaughan, about 18 metres out from their own line. And they've picked up a penalty. Williams too long in the tackle. He's throwing off the headgear. Doesn't need that. So the kick for touch from West Belconnen. It's a big kick and it finds good metres. They're almost down to halfway. So they've got field position to start this set, the Warriors. Desperate for a win this afternoon. Ball went through Brandon Withers. He's over halfway. He'll come back through Bobby Roberts. He managed to link up with Middleton. And they'll probe again, West Belconnen. So they're edging closer. We used up about 4 tackles. Roberts from dummy half only got a good ball away to Shaw. Shaw makes good metres. 5 metres out from the line. Here's an opportunity, West Belconnen. Ball away to Bobby Roberts. Roberts goes for the line. Referee's having a look. The fans are clapping, and yes, the referee says he got the ball down. Got it down cleanly. So a good run from Bobby Roberts to get the try. And that takes them back to the lead, West Belconnen. 10 points to 6. Kick to come, which is not going to be a difficult one, about 5 metres to the left of the post. Just trying to find out who this 5'8" is in number 6 for West Belconnen. Excuse me, fellas. Do you know the name of number 6 for West Belconnen? Is it? Thank you, sir. Yeah, number 6 is Lachlan Keeley. Much better looking than his father, I can tell you. An outstanding looking young lad. His father, very rough. And he's having a good game. So, with that kick, unsuccessful. It is 10 points to 6. And we've got 13 minutes to the break. So it's a good, tight first half hour of football. And nothing between these two sides. West Belconnen have certainly had a higher percentage of the ball. They've been able to transform that into 10 points. And the Sharkies, with limited opportunities, have got 6 on the board. So it's a pretty open affair. Getting up to play it is Vaughan. Come across field. I think that's Lockhead. Getting up to play the ball with the strapping around the head. Just keep probing it up the blind with a few one-out sort of things. And they'll go back. It's Joe Roberts, who's playing dummy half. Got a couple of Roberts in the West Belconnen team. Lockhead, another hard run up the centre, and he's lost the ball getting up. So that's unfortunate for the big fellow Bailey. Bailey. Scrum feed will go to the Sharkies. But he's been a handful, Big Bailey Lockhead. He's put his hand up for plenty of work. So Scrum will pack halfway, and Sharkies get an opportunity for good field position. So Aroa Tunavai will feed the scrum, and it goes out across the back line, and Butt's linking up with his outside men. Belconnen the ball, starting this set in some good field position. The dummy half Woolno had a run, and now there's a penalty that goes to Belconnen Sharks. So 40 metres out, chance for them to improve their field position. Glenn Buttress will kick for touch on the far side. And this is a big set, with about 11 minutes to the break. So a chance for the Sharks to try and get back level on this scoreboard, maybe even nudge in front. Williams takes the tap. Sends one of his big men steaming onto the ball. He's about 10 metres out. Hard to tell exactly off ground level here. They come across McCaskill. Tried to step off the left and go back in. He's in front of the post. Which way do they go? They'll go through Woolno. They'll swing it out towards the left for the one-out run. They're within metres of the line. A couple of tackles up their sleeve. They may look for a repeat set. They go a wide ball to Buttress. He's able to link up with his outside men, and Butts has taken in a strong tackle. Come back for Buttress. Yeah, he'll go for the repeat set. He grubs it into the in-goal area, but the chase not good enough. And West Belconnen, through Lachlan Keeley, I think it was, brought the ball back into the field of play. So the kick was good. It found the in-goal area. Just the chase just wasn't up to it. So West Belconnen with the length of the field to start this set. They'll push it. Joe Roberts linking up with his forwards, calling the shots from dummy half. That's in 15, I think. Brent Crispin might be out on the field. Now there's a big kick down, and it found turf, and it's bouncing down the field, and Butts has to race back, and he's going to be trapped about 15 metres out from his own line. So that's a huge result for West Belconnen. As you can see, the Sharkies players, they're just taking a breather. Their forwards trying to get back, but that was a big metre gain. So the Sharkies now have got to regroup. They go up the centre. Matora. And again, the Sharkies probe it towards halfway. And that time for Nerdy. Well, they find halfway now, the Sharks. This is the last tackle. And there's the stabbing kick. Straight down the ground. The fullback is back there. He scoops it up, McQueen. And he makes a dart about 25 metres out from his own line. So West Belconnen Warriors with a 10-6 lead have pushed play in the second tackle, 12 short of halfway. And there goes Trent Vaughan for a run. Well, no, rather, it was Middleton. Getting to know a few of these players. Bobby Roberts goes with a twisting run, links up with support, brought it back for McQueen. He kept it alive on his outside. So they're making metres now, the Warriors. Goes to Keeley. Lachlan Keeley holds it up. Fires one to his centre in Thomas. Thomas is beating tackles. Good run, but then brought down in a solid tackle from Butts. Now there's a good long ball. Goes out wide to Crisp. Tries to link up with some outside men. It got messy. Ball hit the ground. And it came off a Shark player. So it will be West Belconnen with the feed. 7 minutes till the break. And in fact, that goal was converted. The scoreboard has now changed to 12 for West Belconnen Warriors. So 12 points to 6. So scrum taking a while to pack. It'll be West Belconnen Warriors with the scrum feed. And a great opportunity. 10 metres out, 7 minutes before the break. They'll push it down through Bobby Roberts towards the blind side. And the defence was light on out there. He's beaten one tackle and scrambled over the line. So I think that's his second try this afternoon to Bobby Roberts. But things were light there in defence on that right side. Get a lot of room to move in. And that pushes them out to 16 points to 6 with a kick to come. So getting close to the break, and West Belconnen just getting the upper hand in what has been a fairly tight match. 6 minutes left on the clock till the break. And very good conditions here at O'Connor. Sun is shining. Bit of a breeze just comes up every now and again at the back of West Belconnen. It tends to come and then drop off again. So they've had a slight advantage with the breeze in this first half. Now this kick is from very wide out. And it's Bobby Roberts who'll attempt to convert his own try. Taking it back a long way. Now he moves in. He's got plenty of height on it. He's kicked it. That is a good kick. So 18 points to 6 now as the West Belconnen Warriors surge further ahead. That was a great kick. Bobby Roberts converted his own try. Plenty of height on it. Brought it around beautifully. So the kick off from the Sharks. It goes down to Keeley. He brought it forward in Middleton, back on his inside. Now they're just trying to probe it away off their own line. That's the centre in Withers, Brandon Withers, who plays it. Comes back for Lockhead. And he's brought down about 30 out from his own line. It's a slow play, the ball. Almost a steal there, but managing to hold on to it was Mitch Shaw. So Bobby Roberts decides to kick now, and he split the fullback and winger. And found the ground, and the Sharkies have to tidy it up through the winger out there, Isaac Bell. He's had the ball stolen off him. So West Belconnen now will go on the assault, and it goes away to their winger, but it's called forward, just as Trent Vaughan thought it was try time. The ball was called forward. Got 3 minutes 40 till half time. And the Sharkies probably need to be next to score. Are going to get a scrum feed 20 metres out from their own line. Well, it's a messy scrum. The referee ended up blowing his whistle. Gaskell picks the ball up, but it was after the whistle blown. I don't know what was happening in there. It was heads popping up. Ball was stuck in there somewhere. That's a better feed. So the Sharkies away with the ball now, but they're not going forward in that tackle. It's a monster of a tackle. McQueen really got his weight in there. Will know how to run. I'll push it away to the right to Pula. That's a good solid run. Now gets his side on the attack. In fact, it was a row at Twinavui. Oh, and there's a penalty going to go to the Sharkies. The ball punched down there by Riley Thomas. He was cranky. Glenn Buttress keen to get on with things. He's still got 2 minutes on the clock. They're in the attacking zone now, the Sharkies. They'll charge it up. This time through Finerty. Played back for Woolno. Goes for a little run himself. Pushes out a one. And then he fires out a long ball to Aroa Twinavai. And he got it on to Glenn Buttress. And Buttress gets up to play the ball. Far side of the ground. To work it back this time through Tupou. Tupou about 14, 15 metres out from the line. They'll come left again. Right in front of the sticks, McCaskill, about 12 metres out. Got a couple of tackles left. They don't score off this one. They'll be maybe searching for a repeat set. Aroa Twinavai managed to keep the ball alive. It's gone back to Woolno. It's linked up with McCaskill. McCaskill straightens up, beats a couple. He's very close to the line. Last tackle. Ball fired away for Buttress. He'll look for the grubber kick. There it is. Goes in, but it's scooped up beautifully by West Belconnen, but they may be forced in goal. So this will be a line dropout. He got onto it nicely, Brandon Withers, for West Belconnen, but it was a better chase. So they forced the line dropout. Got about a minute on the clock. So this will be the last set, I would imagine, of the first half. It'll go to the Sharkies in great attacking position. It's the line dropout. It's a good one. It's going to go towards halfway. Picked up by Aroa Twinavai. And he gave it away to Tupou. And Tupou's taken down. They're only 30 metres out. What have they got in this last set, the Sharkies? Comes back, Aroa Twinavai, little kick over the top. How's this bounce going to go? It'll be cleaned up by West Belconnen, taken over the sideline, and I'd say that's all we're going to have for the first half. And as you heard the siren in the background, so it is a good lead of 18 points to 6 to West Belconnen Warriors. After it was a fair tussle this first half, but West Belconnen Warriors in that probably that 15-minute period coming up to the break forged forward with a couple of tries to take a handy 12-point lead into the dressing sheds. But the Sharkies, Belconnen Sharks, certainly not out of this game and were starved of the ball early, but their defence was good. Maybe all that defence work early told coming towards the break, and there was some tired men, and West Belconnen with a fresher team to push out to this lead. So we'll take a break and we'll be back with the second half. So the boys from West Belconnen have re-entered the arena. They've got a lead of 18 points to 6 with 40 minutes in front of them as they try and keep their slim semi-final hopes alive. They currently sit in 5th spot. I think they're about 3 points behind Queanbeyan and Kangaroos with 4 rounds to go. 2 rounds to go after this. I've just been corrected. So this round and 2 more. So West Belconnen certainly have to win this encounter to keep their hopes alive. Now the Sharkies led out by their captain, McCaskill. Shannon, who's had a great first half, leading his side, and they're certainly not out of this match. They did a lot of defence work early, and I think that's what told late in that first half when they let in a couple of tries. Those tries were coming down the left side for West Belconnen, and Trent Vaughan, the winger, scoring 2 tries. So West Belconnen to kick off to start this second half, and the Sharks to run down to the southern end of their home ground here at O'Connor. Referee checks everything's in readiness, says all right. Let's get things underway. So Bobby Roberts kicks off and Sharkies have a knock back. But they've tidied it up. It was a good solid hit. I'll push it out through one of their forwards, the Sharks. Just trying to forge play back down the field. Probably need to score first this second half. That was Tupou had a run. Now it's McCaskill. He was met with good solid defence. Buttress trying to set things up. He brought a man back on the inside. And now they'll go for a chip over the top, which is not a bad bounce for them. The ball is loose, but West Belconnen have managed to clean it up over there. I think McDonald managed to get to it. So the Warriors under a little bit of pressure early. And again, it's McDonald getting to his feet to play the ball. They push it down that blind side, and they make some good meters. Good solid run. It came from Peters. Up the centre they go. Through to Lockhead. So he's taken about 5 metres over halfway. They'll come back for the kick from Brent Crisp. He showed it. Dummied. And now they'll kick. They decide to run it on the last. And the kick, she was a wild one. Tim Middleton, he had the right idea, wanted it down in the corner. He put it out in the grandstand. He was very disappointed in himself. So it's the Sharkies who'll get the scrum feed. Williams, dummy half. Dave Williams has a few metres, but 3 in the defence. Stopped his tracks. So getting to his feet, McCaskill, the captain. Now they'll push it up towards halfway. And cross it. That was a good run too. They'll keep probing away, one out. Go back, McCaskill. He brings the ball back on the inside. They'll take play about 20 metres out, but this is their last tackle. They'll swing it away to the left. Buttress tries to get it into the in-goal area with that grubber kick. It was a good effort. Defence is strong. Charged. 5 of them charged in there. And they forced the West Belconnen player back into the in-goal area. Andrew McDonald over there. He was under siege from 5 of the Sharkies are determined to get a repeat set. So a good kick from Buttress. So West Belconnen, a line drop out. And Roberts sends it down towards halfway with a good connection with the leather. A rower to Navai with the first tackle. So they're in good position now after the first. And they'll pick up a penalty. That was just a little bit high, that shot on, I think it was Finerty. So it's the Sharkies with a wonderful opportunity. McGaskill getting down inside the last 10. A dummy to one way. A set move and the ball goes loose. We'll know the dummy half showed it one way, went the other, had an inside runner, but the defence read it nicely and came up with a big hit to save the try and force a scrum. So they'll get the ball back, West Belconnen. It would have been a handy start for the second half if the Sharks had pulled that off. So scrum will pack. They bring it out 10 metres. And the Warriors in the scrum go to the far side with Riley Thomas, who's been elusive in this game. Thomas plays it. A little run from dummy half when nothing was on. I think that was Joe Roberts. I'm going to keep pushing that blind side. Riley Thomas thought he saw something on, but the defence was there in numbers. Now they'll come back out across the back line. Little bit of room for West Belconnen. They've made it over halfway. Brent Crisp goes for a run from dummy half, showed it. Gave it away to Peters. And he hangs on to it. He's about 25 out. This is the last tackle. They'll go for the kick. There it is from Roberts. And it's a high one. It's going to be dangerous. The chasers are flying through. But taken nicely back there by Butts. Fullback for the Sharkies. He was under siege. You could hear the footsteps thundering down at him. So the Sharkies a bit of work to do now to get off their own line. Just force it down the blind side. One out. I think that was Tupou. That was a little knock on. Little knock on from McGaskill. So the scrum will pack. West Belconnen will get the feed. 30 metres out, they're in the prime position. So 2 more rounds to go after this weekend. And West Belconnen sitting outside the top 4 and 5th position and probably needing to win their remaining matches. Sharkies probably face an impossible job to make the finals. Maybe mathematically it's possible. West Belconnen now. Go out to the right through Keeley, the 5'8". Linked up with Thomas. Roberts goes to the right again. It was Lockhead. Now Roberts comes back to Keeley. And then it got her away to Bobby Roberts. Stood up in a tackle for a while. And they've collared him. But they're right on the attacking zone. And now the dummy half, a good dash from Joe Roberts. He's lost the ball. So that means the scrum will pack. And the Sharkies survive that attacking raid. Just over a half hour to go in this match with West Belconnen Warriors 18 leading the Belconnen Sharks on 6. 6 all early in the piece. West Belconnen, a couple of tries in that probably that 10-minute period up to the break has seen them surge clear on the scoreboard. So Sharkies again face a big job of running this off their own line, but the defence was good to hold West Belconnen out. Need to find the energy now to get it down the field. So Williams has a run. He wrestles in the tackle. He gets it out to the 30. So West Belconnen defence has been good. Way to McGaskill. And we've got a penalty to West Belconnen, and I think McGaskill ran behind one of his own players. So this is a great chance for West Belconnen. They'll find touch, probably 15 metres out from the line. So Withers takes a tap, gives it away to Middleton. Oh, yeah. 14 is Reese. They're playing at dummy half in the headgear. One play to the left. Now Reese fires a ball to Crisp. Straighten the attack up. He's about 3 metres short of the line. Big chance West Belconnen. Roberts throws a long ball. Went out to Keeley. Able to link up with Thomas. Comes back inside. And still the Sharkies scramble to hold them out. Ball comes back to Lockhead. And Lockhead was able to link up with his outside man and come up with the try. So it's all smiles from West Belconnen as they surge now to 22 points to 6. That's going to make the job for the Belconnen Sharks very difficult at this stage, but they've still got about 28 minutes left on the clock. Bobby Roberts is facing a fairly comfortable conversion, 2 metres to the left of the post. West Belconnen with good field position there for a period of time, finally forced the try. The Sharkies did scramble well for a while, but in the end, the gap appeared. It's a good run by Lockhead. Set up his man. Shadow starting to lengthen. The breeze getting rather cool here at O'Connor. As Bobby Roberts has the ball placed. They'll pop this one for sure. And it'll take them to a very healthy lead, West Belconnen. They'll go out to 24. 24 points to 6. West Belconnen over the Belconnen Sharks. So they're in a very strong position now in this must-win game to keep their slim hopes alive. The kick-off from Urawa Tunavua is a deep one. West Belconnen bringing it back through Brent Crisp in a good run. He takes play around 30 metres out from his own line. And the wing of Trent Vaughan had a run. Lockhead on the far side takes play to halfway. They just keep pushing it up the centre, West Belconnen, and now they're making some really good metres. And in a good run, Reese from dummy half. West Belconnen are poised back in the attacking zone again. This has been a great set. It was Lachlan Keeley And the right side, the referee's whistle has blown for the changeover. And the Sharkies with a big job ahead of them for the remainder of this match to try and bridge back this big lead. And again, they're forced to start their set on their own line. So Tapula will play it. Now it comes across field. Now Buttress fires a ball to his winger in Bell. Bell surges forward towards the halfway line. Goes back to Buttress. He linked up with Tupou. Tupou up the centre. 45 metres out. Last tackle. The kick will come from Glenn Buttress. He puts up a high bomb. Not a deep one. Gives his chasers plenty of time to challenge it. But a good effort, Andrew McDonald. He got up high and took that one. And that'll put his side, West Belconnen, now with the job ahead to come out of their own 20. I'll keep surging it upfield, West Belconnen. That was the winger, Lockie Keeley. So West Belconnen have pushed it over halfway, and they'll have the kick through Lachlan Keeley, and it dribbles down towards the sideline, and Sharkies have it. They bring it back in field. 24 to go. West Belconnen in strong control, but the Belconnen Sharks pick up the penalty. Glenn Buttress fires a deep one down. He'll find it halfway. So Sharkies, who have been starved of good field position through most of this match, have got a chance to start a set on halfway. Tapula up the centre. He makes good metres. So can they produce the goods? Need to surge this lead back. Finerty. They bring it back out across the back line. And Roa Twinavai, he's a dangerous man. And they pick up a penalty, the Sharks, out of it. So this is an opportunity for points. They've got the one try early in the match, but they've been unable to add to it. Glenn Buttress. I'll push it to the right side. Now the dummy half gave it away to Williams. Woolno, and Ollie scooped the ball away to Bell, and Bell has gone in for the try. So it's got them into double figures. 24 points to 10. It is West Belconnen in control. It's a fair road back, but still 22 minutes on the clock. So the Sharkies still in a little bit of hope in this match. This kick from the sideline will be a tough one for Tavita, Aroa Tunavai. He's about 7 metres in from touch. There's no breeze to speak of. Right foot kicker. Takes his time, moves in. No, he's pushed that one away to the left. Well, one flag's up, one's down. The linesman put his hands up and put his flag up, but the referee decided it was a no goal. Wasn't far out to the left, but it was definitely out to the left. But the linesman was looking directly into the sun and had a lot of trouble with it. Now that kick is going towards the sideline, and the Sharkies take it over there. That try should give them a little bit of energy in the legs. So try and just push it up to Paula. He's met with solid defence. About 15 metres out from his own line. And Gatey back for Buttress. Brings a player back on his inside. Buttress again going the blind. Now he tries to swing back the other way, and he does great work, and he linked up with Woolno. Woolno now down to halfway. Back for Buttress for the kick. Going down deep. The fullback back there, McQueen. He's got the ball. Chase was good from the Sharkies. So now West Belconnen, as we get down inside the final 20, holding this 14-point lead, have got to run it out of their own end. Looking for a bit of room on this outside. There's West Belconnen. That was Thomas with the run, and now they go back infield. 16 was Daniel's arc. Now this run, centre of the ground, that's the fifth tackle. A very slow play, the ball. Reese was held down for an age. Kick from Roberts. Bobby Roberts, a little chip over the top for himself, but the fullback has cleaned it up. Butts in a race for the ball. A chip was just a little bit long for the chaser. And again, the Sharkies, so often in this match, have had to start their set 10 metres out from their own line, but that's been the good kick and chase game that West Belconnen have provided this afternoon. We'll just try and push it down the blind side. Aroa Tunavai. Now they go up the centre in a darting little run. Came from Woolno. Now there's a little chip over the top, but it's gone over the sideline. Who did it come off? And the ball's going to go to West Belconnen. So they'll start their set 15 short of halfway. We click down to 17 minutes to go. It's probably getting time to almost say West Belconnen have only got to play out this last 15 to seal the win with this commanding lead of 24 points to 10. Well, it's 14-point lead. It's probably a little commanding as we get time ticks away. Now Thomas with the ball, and Riley Thomas plays it just over halfway. Reese pushing a man down the blind side, and there's a one-on-one steal, and beautifully, oh, he just couldn't bring it in. Aroa Twinavai, and the ball has gone loose. It'll be ruled as a knock-on, and it means West Belconnen will get the scrum feed and good field position. They'll start this set off the scrum win at halfway. So West Belconnen come out with the ball through Roberts. Holds the ball up. And quick passing goes to Vaughan. But defence good. Vaughan plays it. 40 out from the line. Here's a good run, Middleton. Tim Middleton now forced back as three men get into the tackle. Reese a dummy half. He goes wide to his outside men. Daniel Zark, he split them. He shows the ball. Can't unload. He's ridden to the ground. Terrific run. He's not far out from the try line. They go to the right. They get it out to Thomas. It went through Lachlan Keeley to Thomas. So West Belconnen threat now to put on more points. Well, that was a long loping pass. It went to McQueen. Shaw. So the still meters out. Still a chance. Last tackle. Reese. Now that ball comes out. Roberts has to jump in the air. Soaked up his time. He got in a rush kick. And the Sharkies have tidied that up. And Gady just had to stand his ground and take it. Almost has it stolen off him. It was a real tussle. But they'll probably give him the ball back and say you can play it, because I think the tackle was called. Very close to a penalty. So now the Sharkies, here's a little run by Woolno. That turns into a big run. He's 10 short of halfway. So good run from the dummy half. Push it away through Twinavai. Keep probing down that side of the ground. Finerty. Come back through McGaskill. Found Buttress. Buttress 33 metres out from the line. Push it to the right. Matora. Reese was a good tackle underneath. Come back. Oh, Buttress has got the little grubber in. This is danger signs. Ball goes loose. West Belconnen have it. And they'll be trapped in goal. So a good set from the Sharkies. And they force the line drop out. 24 points to 10. West Belconnen lead this one. 13 minutes of play to go. So Sharkies need to score on this set to bring themselves to life and have a shot of bridging this 14-point gap. As time starting to beat them. Buttress will take the line drop out on halfway and give it away to Ngadai. He runs it hard up the centre. They roll him onto his back. They slow the ball down. Now Roa Twinavai, and they're pushing into good field position. Can they come up with? Topola. Topola takes them on. Takes three to stop him. Very short of the line. Ball comes back for Buttress. Buttress off his right decides to have a run himself. Good tackle though. Wrapped up ball and all by Shaw. Now it's Woolno again. Dummy half, so this is the last. They need a try here, the Sharkies. Little chip into the in-goal area. It wasn't all that effective from Finerty. And West Belconnen have tidied it up. And that was probably the last shot. They needed 6 points desperately there, the Sharkies, to keep their slim hopes alive in this match. As we get down inside the last 12 minutes, West Belconnen able to work it out through Thomas. Reese was linking up with McQueen, the blind side. They made good meters. So West Belconnen rolling down the field. McDonald will play the ball. Comes back for Keeley. And then he's linked up. I think that's that Lister on the field. Comes back through Keeley. Roberts. Middleton. Got the ball away to Withers. And a good movement. but somehow the Sharkies hold on. That's the last. 11 to go. 24-10. West Belconnen. Here's a good run. Williams going over the top of players. He runs it hard. Terrific run by Dave Williams. Takes play 10 short of the halfway, so he gets his team going forward. Now Buttress through a long one to Woolno. McCaskill. And he charges it up the centre. We've got an arm stuck in there. Lister with his arm stuck in, couldn't get it out. But anyway, finally we get on to play the ball, and Finerty goes for a run. Out to Pola. That's a good solid run to Pola. Take and play about 25 out. Play back for Woolno. They look to link up with the outside men. Buttress. In come Butts. Forward ball. Did go out to Isaac Bell, who's searching for his second try, but referee on the spot to rule it was forward. And that means that the scrum will pack about 15 metres out from the West Belconnen line. We're down inside the final 10 minutes. 24-10, West Belconnen Warriors with this 14-point margin. Look to be set to come up with a victory here at O'Connor this afternoon. They throw it wide to Thomas, across the back line to Thomas on the scrum win. Push it up the centre through Matt Scott. 12 short of halfway. So West Belconnen making good metres up the centre. Reese fired that one to Thomas. They kept it alive. It's come back to Reese. Come back to this open side through Roberts. Bobby Roberts tried to step off his left and create the break. Tora was there. So West Belconnen in the last tackle. Reese will fight out to Brent Crisp, and that is a high spiralling bomb. He's going to have Butts under all sorts of pressure, but Butts, again, he's safe. Does a good job. That was a high ball, and it was a good chase from West Belconnen. So the pressure right on. So the Sharkies again have to start their set deep in their own half. Trying to claim for a steal on the ball. Gaskell goes up the centre. Reese tackling well. He goes low again. This is the last. We'll go to Buttress. He's put a deep kick in. Has McQueen over McQueen's head and then shoots down over the dead ball line into the back fence. Bit too much on it. It was a big kick. So 7 tackles for West Belconnen, back out to their 20-metre line. Down to 7.5 minutes to go. And West Belconnen safely holding this match 24 points to 10. They sit in 5th position on the ladder. And they keep their hopes alive. 2 more matches to play. I guess it depends on results going their way. Them winning and results going their way to grab 4th position. So play the ball on the far side from Lister. They bring it back across the back line, and Roberts puts a little chip over the top, and Williams is there. Scoops it up, back to his feet, and got out of a couple of tackles. He was not surrendering easy, Dave Williams. Now they come again, the Sharkies. That's Matora. He'll play it. He'll go back across the buttress. McGaskill, Shannon McGaskill, played a busy game for his team. He's captain. Plays it on halfway. Far side. Through a rower. Twinavai. And then Gatey with a run up the centre. They're making metres now, the Sharkies. Slow to his feet, the big man. And Gatey, I go to the left. Try and push it through the hands, but it goes flat on them. So on the last tackle, the winger's forced to kick back across field. And it was too deep. So West Belconnen diffuse it. And we'll get 7 tackles off the 20-metre line. 5 to go. It's in the air very cool now, but it has been very pleasant conditions for an August day with no breeze, sun shining. And the shadows now pretty much right across the field. So West Belconnen, do they have more points in them? Force it up to halfway through Scott. Now it's back for Lister. And he has a good run. So again, they make metres. Brent Crisp, dummies to the left, goes to the other side of the ground, gives it to Thomas. Thomas is light on his feet. He got around one, but he was surrounded by defenders. Now Reese fires it out to Scott. Went to ground. And the penalty goes to the Sharkies. So they'll take Buttress. He's got a big boot on him, Glenn Buttress. That one is an enormous kick. That is an enormous kick. He's kicked it from around his 30 and taken it down around their 30. Don't know if it went out on the full or on the bounce, but the result was fantastic from Glenn Buttress. Sharkies. Sharkies onto the attack. Tapula. Run from dummy half is ineffective. Now Tapula has another barge at them. They're metres away. They're going to swing it out to the right. Buttress is going to try the grubber kick for a result. The fullback back there, McQueen, for West Belconnen has scooped it up. So we get into the final minutes of this match. Bring it away, Trent Vaughan. Ooh, bit of a high shot there. Accidental. At West Belconnen will get the penalty. Just slipping it high to Paula. Accidental, but made contact with the head, the net. Kick for touch takes play to the halfway. So West Belconnen, the last couple of minutes. Big hit from Matura, Sam Matura. Now Reese runs into Williams. Oh, headgear went off and all. Fiery tackle from Williams. West Belconnen, Williams really getting fired up late in this match. And West Belconnen will get a penalty against Buttress, too high. Still a bit of feeling with down inside the minute and a half, and there's a bit of feeling in the local derby. Late in the match, West Belconnen have the game sewn up at 24 points to 10. The Sharkies have got one last bit of energy and want to give it all. Reese with the tap. away for Tim Middleton. So Tim Middleton, about 10 out. Go down this blind side through Withers. Plenty of defence there. Long ball across for Danilzak. West Belconnen surging for the final points of this match. We're inside the last minute. But the ball's gone to ground. So it'll be the Sharkies who will play up the last set. Scrum feed to the Sharkies. 24 points to 10. West Belconnen Warriors lead Belconnen Sharks. Are they going to pack this scrum? I don't think the boys are interested. They're congratulating each other. So there'll be no scrum set. There's only about 30 seconds left on the clock. So they've been at each other for a great game of football, and now they're the best of mates as they shake hands. Wonderful to watch. Plenty of feeling in the local derby with the West Belconnen Warriors clearing out the lead to win 24 points to 10. And there is the siren now, so it's all over. And thank you for tuning in.